In this video, I'll be showing you how to design this flyer you are seeing on your screen, this exact flyer. I'll be showing you how to design it in this video. So make sure you stay with me to the end so you can learn how to design it. And now I'm talking about using your smartphone, because if this is not your first time on my channel, if you have been following me, you must have noticed that I make a series of tutorials on how to design with your smartphone, and this is one of them. So if it is your first time, I think you should subscribe, so that you should be subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, so that you won't miss further the forthcoming episodes that I will be publishing on this channel. So if it's your first time, do not fail to subscribe, otherwise you miss other opportunities that I will be publishing or posting on this channel. Now, having said that, I think we can now delve into the training. I'll be taking you to my smartphone screen, where I will be showing you the practical tutorial, step by step tutorial on how to design this exact flyer using only your smartphone. Now, I also want you to know that the application we'll be using for this design is free. You don't have to pay any money to use the application. And boom, I think I've said enough. Let's get down to the training. So right now I am on my smartphone and we'll be getting started with the tutorial right away. But firstly, I want you to know that the application we'll be using for this tutorial is called Pixel App. There it is. It is available for free, completely free for all Android users. If you're an Android user, you can download it on Play Store. But if you use an iPhone, I'm not sure you can have access to Pixel App. Maybe you should search for alternative apps for designing. So I'm going to open my Pixel App and we'll start right now. So the first thing you want to do is to change the size of the frame of the image. So right now it's square, but for our flyer, the flyer I want to design is not square. It's something like this. It's so I'll make it 170 the height, and I'll decrease the width to 1000. I think, yeah, this is it. So the first thing I want to do is to change the color, and to do that, click on this, then click on color, then select any color you want from this list of colors right here. But most times you can't find your preferred color on this list of colors. You can see all these colors are too basic. You might need something quite unique. And so what you want to do is click on this cross, this plus sign, and then you'll be shown the full color chart. So right here you can make any color you want. You can make any color you want with the full color chart right here. So I might just drag this to purple, and I could decide to use this deep purple for my design. You can see how it is. But there's something I want to do. I want to make a gradient. Now, a gradient is a combination of two colors that match. So for instance, here is a gradient. So you can see this is a gradient. We have like yellow and we have like orange here. So but what I want to do is to create a special kind of gradient with the purple color. So I'll click on this. So I'll click on this button right here that says gradient. You can see where I'm clicking on, and then I'll click on the plus sign, and I'll click on here to change the color to purple, and I'll still click on this button. It's still purple I want, but this time I want this purple to be dark, while this would be bright. So boom, this is exactly what I want. So you can see we have like a dark shade of purple right here, and right here we have like a light shade of purple. So the next thing we'll be doing is to insert our text. So I'm starting with this. I'm going to write content, writing So I'll change the font. So to change your font, slide through, make sure you're clicking on this button, then slide through and click on font, and you select your preferred font. So let me choose my font. So I prefer using this. Now I'm going to reduce the space in between the text. Boom. Then right now I'm going to add another text, content writing masterclass. And I'm going to reduce the size of this, and I'll change the font type, and I'll also increase the space in between the texts, in between the letters rather. And I'll position it. Boom, that's what I want to create. And I'm going to add this little detail. I'm going to change the font, and I'll position it with this tool right here. Sorry about that. Okay, now that we've done this, next thing you want to do is to add the image. So to add the image, I'll click on shapes. Now the image of the trainers of this meeting. So I'm going to add, I think this size is okay. So right now I'll duplicate this. So to duplicate this, I'll click on it, I'll click on copy, and I'll position it right here. I'll click on copy and then position it right here. I click on copy. Now, but before I proceed inserting my image into these boxes, I'm going to add something else. So I'm going to add another text. Our facilitators, because these are some, yes, so I'll put this right here. I'll change the font to this, yes, and then I'll insert another shape. I'll reduce the size. I'll increase this a little bit. And I'll put it right here. Then I'll click on this image and I'll click on to front. Now what this tool does is to bring it in front of this shape. So right now I'll position it, but since it's white, it's not visible. I have to change the color to purple, or let me see if I should use black. No, I don't want to use black. I prefer using purple. So I'll still use purple for it. Boom. Now that's it. Our facilitators. Then sorry, I still want to position it properly in the shape. Then now the pictures, go beneath. So let me insert the picture. I'm just going to click on texture. So make sure you click on your box, then click on texture, click on this and select the image. So I'll click on no background image, that is where I have my pictures. Then I'll click on this, then I'll crop the parts where I want, the part that I want to be displayed, the part that I want to display on the box, and boom, you can see how that goes. Then I'll click on the next box and repeat the same process with another image. And I'll click OK, and you can see how that goes. I'll click on oh sorry, that was a mistake. I'll click on another image right now. I think I'll use this. I'll click on this. To insert this. So right now I'm going to use this tool to position them properly. And trying to position them to make sure they are well, they are aligned together. So that's it. But there's one more detail. I'm going to add stroke. Stroke is the border, that you find at the frame of the image. You can see that. So I'm going to add stroke to all the images. To add stroke, click on the box, on the image, slide down here and click on stroke, then enabled. Then you can increase the size of the stroke or decrease it. So I'll just put it at number 3, and I'll change the color. You can use yellow or any color, but I'm using this gray, so I'll put it, and I'll repeat the same process. And that's not all I want to do. I'll also add some shadow behind these images. So I'll click on this one and add some shadow. About reduce it. These two, I'll click on it, add some shadow. Add some shadow to all of them. And boom, that's it. Or do I need to add the shadow? I don't know. Maybe you might decide not to add it while making your own design. But I decided to add it. So then I'm going to add something. I'll add a long, rectangular shape right here. I'll put it at the base. So this is where I want to write our website. Boom. So just click on our add text content writing hub.com. This does not exist, it's just for the purpose of this training. I'm going to reduce the font size. I'll change the color to purple, and I'll change the font size. The font type. I'll change the font type to this, and boom. I'll click on this. I'll duplicate it, and add another text. I'm just going to add like our Instagram handle. So writing hub ng, writing hub.ng. Yeah. Now position this right here. And then I'll insert Instagram, an Instagram icon. We'll insert this. And I'll use this tool to position it. Then I'll change the color to purple. So boom, that's it. So we still have a few more things to write. So I'm just going to write this. I'm just going to say a free content writing, or a free virtual content writing masterclass for beginners, for beginner writers and freelancers anywhere in the world, from anywhere. And I'll reduce this a little bit. I'll change the font type to this, and I'll align it, make it do I need this font? Let's see if we could make another font. Okay, I think this font is better. Yes, this font is better. Now we're done with our training. Let's just click on put a sign up button. I'm just going to put a sign up button right here. Sign up. Then I'll reduce the size. I'll change the font type to this. Yes, and we have our sign up button right there, and boom, this is the training. We are completely done with this tutorial. You can decide to add some detail like this if you want to. I'm just going to add this, just going to add this. It's not compulsory though, but you can add it if you want. I'm going to change the font type to this, and I'll reduce the space in between, so I can just put this here. Let me change the font type to this. Yes, and I can duplicate this, put it right here. Boom. And this is our flyer. To save it, click on this button, click as save as image, and it will be saved into your gallery.